Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Farming god, crypto rap. Why not? The greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we are locked in the trenches, here to educate you guys on your mandible length and your man. I don't know how to talk like a Luke's Maxer. Yeah, we're here and we are rocking and rolling in the trenches as per usual. There's got to be some bangers out here somewhere, so let's go and take a look at them. I just bought a coin, but I lost it. I think it rug pulled. Was it this one? No. It was this one. This one. Yeah, this is rug pulling. It's a shame. Let's take a look around. Mokuga says, any suggestions? I drained my wallet from $150 to $10 in 5 days. WTF. My suggestion is get better at trading. Get better at trading. You're clearly very bad. The fact that you turned $150 into $10 in 5 days is miserable, bro. You need to lock in. Deji says, what platform is this? This right here is Boba. Boba.xyz. Chat, there was a series of posts posted by Cash Danda, he's a higher up, an executive at Jupiter. And he made a post about the 10 things you must understand about trading. Let me go see if I can track it down. Because it's a really important post, and it would be smart to go through them. Let's pull it up right here. The boy Cash. He just posted it this morning, and I was like, I gotta bring this up on stream. 17 things I wish I knew when I started trading by Cash Danda. He's an executive at Jupiter. Anyone selling you a trading course is lying to you. Great traders make money by trading, not from selling webinars. There's a lesson in this. And it's not just courses. It's also private groups, insiders, any kinds of tools, sniper entry bots, whatever. Any special bell and whistle, any special pick and shovel that somebody's trying to sell you in order to make a quick buck, they're just doing it to make a quick buck. Now, this is an important one. Understand the difference between investments and trades. Investments are made without a sell target. Trades are made with targets. Mokuga, the reason why you went from $150 to $10 in 5 days is because you aren't making trades. You are not trading. If you were trading, then you would have targets. You would be hitting those targets and you would be pulling profit. You would have consistent growth by strategically entering well-researched positions to reach your targets. Going from $150 to $10 in 5 days shows that you have no target, that you don't do research, that you are not thorough. Let's keep looking. To determine if something is an investment or a trade, ask yourself if you could stomach a 50% drawdown. If the answer is no, it's a trade. When you buy something, would you be able to take it if the price cut in half? If you can't, welcome to the jungle. Most investments should be entered via dollar cost averages, and most trades should be entered via limit orders. Are you guys seeing how the distinction is being drawn out here? The right number of crypto investments you should have at any given time is probably between 3 and 5. The right number of crypto trades to have at a given time is probably between 2 and 10. There's a book called Trading in the Zone that will help you understand psychological aspects of trading, which are the most important aspects. The market gives new opportunities literally every day. Overtrading is the #1 cause of bad returns. Don't force it. If you don't see it, wait till tomorrow. Don't buy vamps or derivative tokens unless you really know what you're doing. You will lose money. If Akshay tells you to buy something, just buy it. Akshay is head of business development at Solana. Liquidity matters. Owning 50,000 of a token with 50,000 in liquidity means you owe much less than 50,000 of that token. Seek out safe yield aggressively. Keep idle stables in yield-bearing stablecoins to juice your returns. Sell investments when your mental model of the world is changed. Sell trades at any time. No one ever went broke taking profits. The only cure to inevitable greed that will otherwise ruin you. No one ever went broke by taking profits. If you can't go a few hours without checking a trade, you've made the trade too big. Reduce your size until you can go 6 hours without even looking at it. Keep 10% of your crypto portfolio in a separate degen wallet. Use it to get all of the bad stuff out of your system. Give yourself permission to lose it all, as long as you don't touch the 90%. Trailing stop losses protect you from trades going south on you. Smart traders use them for a reason. Those are the 17 points. The 17 points. But I think the most important is understand the difference between investments and trades. Investments are made without a sell target. Trades are made with targets. Keep in mind, you guys are trading. You should have targets. The fuck is my cat doing, bro? Mokuga says volume, narrative, and holding time 3 minutes to 10 minutes max. Mokuga, you are seriously one of the stupidest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. Like, I swear to God, you are dumb as a fucking rock. Like, you are actually dumb, bro. Like, you have the sense of reward mechanism and gratification of a literal toddler, bro. How is your hold time 3 minutes? You filthy baboon. How are you holding a coin for 3 minutes? What money do you expect to make on a coin that you hold for 3 minutes? How are you surprised that you liquidated your entire portfolio in 5 days when you won't hold a single asset for longer than 10 minutes? Are you serious? What the fuck do you think this is, bro? Is this the happy casino? You walk inside with all the colorful blinking lights and pull the arm over and over and over again and hope to get rich quick? Fuck no, bro. This is the crypto market. We will chew you up and spit you out and rob you and take your fucking money without regret. You're going to come in here and hold for 10 minutes? Well, in that 10 minutes, I'm going to make sweet love to you and take everything out of your portfolio so by the time you're done, you never want to come back. The fuck are you doing holding a coin for 10 minutes, bro? Nobody ever made money from holding a coin for 10 minutes. This motherfucker says, what do you think about Cake Coin? I think Cake Coin took over a week, actually over 2 weeks to hit all-time high. How the fuck are you holding a coin for 10 minutes when it takes 2 weeks for a coin to go to all-time high? What do you expect to get out of 10 minutes? Dead ass, bro. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. It's like you are a soul up in heaven, like a literal soul, not Solana, but like a spirit. And you're up in heaven and you're talking to God. And God's like, I'm going to give you a spin on earth. You get to pick your vessel. And you get to pick the length of time that you want to be down there. You say, I'll take 10 minutes. Motherfucker, you're going to be a stillborn. Are you serious? 10 minutes? Motherfucker, hold. You're never going to make anything if you give it up in 10 minutes, bro. Lock in. Lock in. How long to keep it? A hell of a lot longer than 10 fucking minutes, bro. Jesus Christ. What do you guys think this is? Straight up. Like, what do you think this is? When in your entire life have you seen a coin where you buy it and then it instantly goes somewhere in 10 minutes? When has that ever happened before, bro? What kind of investment strategy is that? The top tier traders have low hold times. The top tier traders have low hold times because they are using software to do high frequency trading with insane accuracy and making consistent profit. Plus they have legions of copy traders that are aping in on top of them. They are guaranteed exit liquidity on pretty much every coin that they trade. So they have to get in and out quick. Otherwise they are going to collapse under the same weight that they threw around in the first place. You are not Cupsy. You are not Jack Duvall, you are not orangey, you are not scented. I'm sorry, bro, you will never be them. Stop trying to trade coins in 3 minutes to make a quick buck. Brother, you're only going to get quickly fucked. 48 hours, is it cool? Sure. Again, let's refer back to this point. This is the point of the lesson today. Understand the difference between investments and trades. Investments are made without a target. Trades are made with a target. What's an example of an investment this cycle? Triple T. Tung 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 Sahur. Triple T might be an investment for you this cycle because you have faith that over a long enough time frame, it's going to do well. Because Tung 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 Sahur is one of the biggest memes in the world. It's evergreen. It's always going to have appeal in our culture, from what we understand. So you might have bought this months ago without any idea of when you want it to sell, and you're just hanging on to this stack and waiting to see what happens. Well, over a long period of time, your investment paid off. This chart ranged up slow and steady. Yeah, it's had some deep retraces. It's had some crevices, some valleys, and some mountains. But the fact is you're up all time because this was an investment. It's a narrative that's evergreen, that's steadfast in the culture that you know with relative certainty will have appeal down the road. What's an example of a trade? Something that doesn't fit that characteristic. Well, maybe Granny on a Plane. Granny on a Plane that we saw yesterday. Granny on a Plane was crazy. A viral story of a 98-year-old woman that flew on the outside of an airplane. Well, it turned into a meme coin that went absolutely parabolic. Multi-$100,000 market cap. But this is not an investment. Nobody's going to give a fuck about this granny in a month from now. This was a single viral moment. You know it's not built to last. This is a trade. This is not an investment. You're capitalizing on hype, you're capitalizing on attention, and you're moving relatively quickly. You understand that there is a ceiling for this coin. You understand that this will not be as high as it is tomorrow as it is today. So you enter this coin and you think critically about your targets. Okay, I'm going to pull initial at this gain. I'm going to take this amount of profit. And you're going to trade the token, which means you're actually going to execute buys and sells in order to realize that profit. That's a trade versus an investment. Does that make sense? So don't come to a coin like this and treat it like an investment where you just buy it and then you sit on it and then you don't do anything. You don't sell. You don't. You're just like, oh well, it's gonna keep going. It's the grandma. It's But yeah. Shout out to bro in the over in the multi chat. Zerb actual. You're down $9. That's horrific, bro. $9. Me personally, I don't know how I would have survived through that loss. $9 is a lot to lose. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we are locked in the trenches. Let's go find some gems. Sherman. The meme coin bull run is back. Here's what I'll say, chat, that the ultimate takeaway for investment. Let me show you another good example. Here's Sherman, the groundhog. I don't know anything about this. I guess it's a viral groundhog. I'm sure it follows the rules of any other viral animal coin. What do you paper trade on? William, why the fuck would I paper trade? Why would I paper trade? That doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't paper trade either. Just trade. There's no reason to paper trade in crypto. This is not the stock market. You're not testing your patterns and your technical analysis, your support, your resistance with size in a portfolio to escape small percentages. This is meme coins, bro. Just take your $2 in and throw it into the coin. Hey, good to see you, Squid. Thanks for the heart me, guys. If you could hit that follow button and send a heart me, this is a super new account right here, and I need all the help I could get from you guys to boost the presence in the algorithm. Every follow counts. Every gift counts as we continue moving our way up. So let me continue on the lesson because I want to say these things. I've been thinking about them over the past few days. Cash Cat is another really good example of what is possible in the current market state. The current market state, in my opinion, every day it's becoming increasingly clear that we are going towards a meme coin bull run. I'm almost certain that we are moving towards a meme coin bull run. That that sometime either before the end of this year or going into early next year, we are going to see conditions in the market that look almost like they did back in November of 2024. And for those of you who were around back in November of 2024, you know that it was the land of milk and honey, that there were multiple coins going to multiple billions of dollars of market cap, and everybody and their grandmama was getting rich, including people that just showed up to the market. We are going back towards those conditions, but importantly, we are not there yet. The good news is we are on the slow slope curve upwards of that trend. What that means is right now, literally as I speak, in the market, there are multi-billion-dollar meme coins. Let me say that again. Right now, as I speak, in the market, there are multi-billion-dollar meme coins, but they have not reached it yet. There are coins out there right now. I guarantee there are coins out there right now that will hit that multi-billion-dollar mark, but they haven't got there yet. We are just not in the market condition for them to get there. I think CashCat is a really great example of this because I fudded CashCat, if you guys will remember, and I faded it hard, but I think this chart tells a very important story about where we're at in the cycle. The coin ran up to $250 million market cap, rug pulled down 80%, 60%, 70%. Then what? Then Robinhood does the impossible. They did what nobody expected them to do. Robinhood themselves, one of the biggest trading platforms for retail investors on the planet, actually listed their own meme coin on the platform. This is something that Coinbase would not do with Base Chain. This is something that Binance could not do with Binance, with BSC. They did the impossible. They, as a blockchain, posted a meme coin and officially listed it on their own centralized exchange, which is crazy. It's crazy because it means that retail investors that do not interact with meme coins, people that typically only trade Tesla, Apple, Amazon, are now getting exposed to meme coins, and they're getting exposed to meme coins on the same platform that made them. Like in Robinhood, which they already know and trust, which is a brand that they already recognize as legitimate finance, is now listing meme coins. This is a big leap forward. Then you go and look at the landscape of decentralized crypto right now. So I say all that to say, yes, this coin went from $250 million down to 30 million. It might have been done, but the truth is they brought it back. And now it's over 100 million again. You could see the motion on this. I would not I would be surprised if this went to $1 billion, but if it went to $1 billion, the signs were there. Like you could tell that what's happening here is actually the start of a journey rather than the end of one. That what you see on this chart right here, I think going forward is going to look pretty interesting. Not for this chart in particular. I don't give a fuck about CashCat, but for the industry as a whole, for meme coins and for this meme coin super cycle that's coming up, I think you're going to see a lot of coins moving like this, which is awesome. The other bull flag is what's happening in decentralized trading, if you can call it that, over with FOMO and Pump Fun. FOMO, like Corey said in the chat, FOMO app is one of the most popular finance apps, period, in the world right now. It's a meme coin app at its core, and people are starting to notice, namely young people, are jumping on the timeline and starting to use and post about it. So we're seeing a renewed enthusiasm of market participants. This is important. It's been a really long time in crypto since we've had people that are actually excited to show up and trade crypto. It's been 2 years. It's been since 2024. So this is the first time since the last meme coin supercycle bull run where people are showing up to the market and they're actually excited to trade. Before 2024, it was in COVID, right? So we're at a really important threshold in the market right now. This is the most important time for you guys to be maximizing your exposure to the market. I'll say it again. Please listen to me. This is the most important time for you to be maximizing your exposure to the market. The payoff will be insane. It will be unlike anything you've ever seen before. If by the grace of God, you happen to be in the right place at the right time when this thing picks up, you will retire. You will be done. You're done with the journey. You could go and do whatever you want. You finished the game of life in all of its bullshit. Now you can go to the end game, okay? You get one shot. It lasts a couple months, like 2 or 3 at the most. So yeah, I know this isn't exciting because I'm not showing you the next big coin. I'm not telling you what to buy or anything, but instead I'm telling you something much more important, which is you need to be positioning yourself to catch this windfall. You need to be taking the market really seriously right now. You yourself need to be approaching and getting your own exposure and doing your own research and finding your positions. It goes back to cash down to points right down here. The right number of crypto investments to have is probably between 3 to 5. The right number of crypto trades to have is between 2 to 10. This should be you guys right now. Find your 5 coin portfolio of investments. Find your 10 coin portfolio of trades. If you do that, if you have 15 positions by the time this cycle picks up, of course, not all of them are going to hit, but enough of them are going to hit that you will retire forever. Period. So yeah. Have your blade sharp, be patient. Absolutely. No, you guys, you might not be able to tell because you haven't been here in previous cycles, but I can tell, and many others can tell, that what's happening here is very special. And that we're starting to see something really, really magical. Can you explain again a trade and an investment on meme coins? Mokuga, the main important thing to know is whether it's a trade or an investment, you have to hold longer than 10 minutes. You fucking pigeon. You fucking pigeon. You have to hold longer than 10 minutes. Period. Doesn't matter if it's a trade or an investment. What website are you paper trading on? Why is everyone asking me about paper trading? Brayden. Nobody paper trades crypto. What's the point of paper trading meme coins? Just trade. Just trade. There's zero barrier for entry. It's not like a broker where you need a minimum investment or anything. Like, you literally could just put 50 cents into a coin. Put 50 cents into the coin. Make the fucking trade, bro. Worst case scenario, you lose 50 cents. Best case scenario, you hit a 10,000x and you make 5 racks. What's the point of not trading? Like, what's the point of paper trading in crypto when you could throw pennies around? Manage a portfolio of 0.1 SOL and trade 0.001 at a time. You're going to see real percentages. You're going to have real money at stake. You're going to see real market mechanics. You're going to actually have to navigate things that you really have to deal with in the market that you don't have to deal with when you paper trade. Things like priority, bribe, fee, the gas, placement, MEVs, processing transactions, etc., etc. These are things that you don't do when you paper trade because there's no transaction to process. You're just taking note of a price pretty much. When you make an actual trade, you have to execute the trade. There has to be a gas fee. There has to be a priority. There has to be a placement of the transaction in the block order. So stop paper trading. Stop being a little pussy ass bitch and get to it. Get to it. Ryan says, terrible advice. 99% of new traders aren't going to trade 50 cents. A trade, they are doing $100 minimum. Ryan, terrible advice is telling someone to trade $100 minimum. It is not terrible advice to tell someone to trade 50 cents at a time, bro. The fuck? Chat, put a W in the chat if Ryan is dumb as a rock. Put a W in the chat if Ryan has the same IQ as a boulder. Put a W in a chat if you have seen pebbles with more brain power than Ryan. W in a chat. Nice. It's a lot of W's. Good stuff. Ryan absolutely BTFO. Duck. Clusters Ducky coin. Let's go take a look at this. Anyways, all this to say, I have FOMO because I haven't been that locked in as I should be. I regret not paying as much attention to the market as I should because there have been so many runners recently. So many absolute bangers shredding out of the market that a lot of people are catching. And I'm not because I'm just not paying attention. But Tanisha Tanisha the Great Onboarder is one of those coins, one of those obvious runners that Woozy, one of our chat members, called super early. Shone, one of our chat members, called super early. A lot of people in the community have been on Tanisha since very early. It's been all over the X timeline. Now at $500,000 market cap, this was free. This was a free trade. A free trade. Sivu says, I saw Tanisha at 20K and you missed it. This was easy. Magwagon says, I should have made 48,000 on Kate and I sold early. Yeah. Cass says, you know Shone? Yeah. Shone is a frequent attendee of this stream, and he's even spoken on this stream on numerous occasions over voice. Him and I go way back. If you could do a 3-minute summary on how to snipe a coin and what to look for, how would you do it? I wouldn't. If you need a 3-minute summary on how to snipe a coin, then you shouldn't be sniping coins. I don't think you know what sniping a coin means. Sniping a coin is a program that you use to get first block priority when trading. There's no reason for you to snipe a coin if you don't know what sniping a coin is. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we're locked in the trenches. Another day, another dollar. Talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption, Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins, and everything in between coins. 600K at the top here on Tanisha. I'm very optimistic on this one. I want to see this crack 1 million. From what I understand, she's holding this, right? The fact that she's holding this is probably simultaneously the most bullish and the most bearish fact of this coin. Like, she low-key probably is going to rug this thing and it's going to go straight to zero. But until then, it's going to run like crazy. Cass says, will you ever return to trading the trenches? Absolutely, bro. I'm feeling the urge grow every single day the more this cycle improves. And I'm seeing Rasmer come up and get his flowers on the timeline. I'm seeing Shone obviously come up and get his flowers on the timeline. There's so many people that are like coming up right now off of their trades. And I feel that FOMO. I'm like, damn, that should be me. So yeah, I do think I'm gonna hit the trenches again soon, but we'll see. Shone is on a heater. Yep, he's been topping KOL scan day in, day out. If you are up 2,000 and 4,000% on projects on the top bar, or is that your watch list? Oh, these are just trending assets. These aren't even meme coins. It's like Solana, the Nvidia stock, Wrap, Coinbase, Bitcoin, Anthropic, SpaceX. Most of those are actually stocks up there. What do I think about copy trading? You will never get rich by copy trading. Ant Bro says, the fact Ynot isn't trading the trenches yet is something to take note. There is always another coin. Yes. Yes, there is a lesson in that. As good as things, like, I know I spent the whole first part of this stream saying that things are so good right now and we're going into a bull run and everything's going to start running and blah, blah, blah. I'm still not like, let me get in it. Like this is not 2024. You'll know when it's like 2024 because coins are going to be going to $1 billion market cap in less than 2 weeks. That's going to happen sometime this cycle. We're not there yet. When that happens, by God, you're going to see me in the trenches. I'm just going to buy everything I see on my stream, and I'm never going to sell anything. Izadi said he's coming back soon. Nice. Yeah, he stops by, and he asks every once in a while. He asks me, yo, where are we at? Like, is it good to come back? And last thing I told him is what I just told you guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. This is the perfect time for you guys to research, to build positions, and to position yourself like psychologically for the oncoming bull run. Yeah, it's really special this time that's coming up. And if you guys have never traded crypto before, you guys are actually at an advantage. If you guys have never traded crypto before, you guys are going to be better trading than people that have been here for previous cycles. If you're learning the market today, you're going to be more successful than someone who learned the market 5 years ago, easily. And you're seeing that with so many traders on the timeline as well. people, some of the best traders, some of the top KOL scan leaderboard traders are people that have only been trading since 2024, or a lot of them actually since 2025. A lot of people that are top of KOL scan have been trading for less than a year or just over a year. What topics are going to be hot this next run? Like animal coins have been ripping. There's always a space for animal coins. Then it's going to be viral narratives, like things that are trending in videos and whatnot. Nothing's going to change in the landscape of what is viral. Like I don't anticipate major shifts in narratives. The only exception is if we do actually have this retail onboarding bull run where we get a lot of new investors from TikTok primarily, which is what we're seeing right now. FOMO has already obviously hit the iron while it was hot and has run up now the 6th top trading app as a meme coin trading app. Pump Fun is now scared of FOMO, and Pump Fun is firing back. If you guys look at the timeline today, speaking of shown, you'll actually see that Pump Fun has been rolling out their latest, the Pump Fun official account is rolling out their latest strategy. And their latest strategy is poaching the top traders from FOMO and getting them to trade on the Pump Fun app instead of on FOMO. That's what you guys are seeing here for a peek behind the curtains. Pump Fun is reaching out to these people and they're saying, hey, I know you're on FOMO. I know you got a big following. How about you come and trade with us on Pump Fun app and promote Pump Fun app and we'll take care of you. So that actually just started today. Literally just started today. These were the first round of posts about it were right here. But you see these? There's a lot of people on these lists. Alex Cook, Spoono, Adam, Kilo Rippy, Quant, Only Zinks, Waste, Unatibra, and Shone. Shone so high profile that he gets his own badge because he's a top tier trader on FOMO. Now coming over to Pump Fun. So yeah, really interesting thing happening here. I also am joining the war between Pump Fun and FOMO on the side of Pump Fun. So you will see me and my face posted on that banner on the Pump Fun account pretty soon. But yeah, this is what's going on behind the scenes. So to answer your question about the culture and the narratives, because this war is happening and companies are starting to care a lot about onboarding retail investors in a way that they didn't before, we might actually see shifts in the culture on chain. We might actually see changes in narratives that are trending on chain towards a more TikTok oriented perspective rather than what's been the crypto Twitter oriented perspective. All of the successful narratives in crypto have come from crypto Twitter, but if we get enough people onboarded, we might actually start seeing a swing towards TikTok, which is better for us and better for me. You know, suddenly the people that were big on TikTok become the biggest names in the industry rather than the people that were big on crypto Twitter, which means I'm in the right place. This is what we mean by position yourselves accordingly for the changing trends in the oncoming bull run. I'm on Boba. Yep, I'm on Boba. Boba, I think is really awesome. So if you guys are trading on mobile, I'm legally obligated to tell you to use the Pump Fun app. But if you are trading on desktop, boba.xyz/@ynot is the place to be. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Let's zoom out on this. So Katecoin. Katecoin is another example. I think you guys need to pay attention because think about the white whale and think about penguin. White whale and penguin, when they died, they died. White whale low-key came back a little bit, but then it died. Penguin died, right? And Punch the Monkey died. They did not have another rally. These coins, Cash Cat, Kate, you're starting to see real rallies. Like you're starting to actually see motion on the chart after the chart died. These are signs that we could be going into a longer term sort of mindset in approaching meme coin markets. Like people are actually willing to hold through ups and downs and a shift towards this phenomenon that we talked about at the beginning of the stream that Cash Danda says, the difference between an investment and a trade. In the spring of this year, everybody in the market was only trading. Nobody was investing. Everybody was only trading. It was all about quick in, quick out, fast profit, one coin one day, one coin the next, and everybody was trying to run it up like that. Now we're seeing a psychological shift market-wide in the meme coin space towards investing. More and more, it's common that people are buying coins without the intention of quickly trading them and making a quick buck, but rather investing with conviction in the hopes that over a long enough period of time, the coin will ride. Dot says, it's not investing, it's gambling. Dot, we are basing this conversation off of Cash Danda, executive over at Jupiter. He says the difference between investments and trades, investments are made without a sell target and trades are made with targets. That's the differentiation, the definitions that we're operating under right now. You can cry because you're bad all you want. I understand you lost money. Being a bitter, whiny crybaby about it is not actually going to get you your money back, bro. Actually, the way that you get your money back is to lock in and to not be such a bitch about it, bro. Crypto changes from gambling to investing once you stop being a little bitch. That's why there's a special rule in crypto, no crying in the casino. That's a real rule. Like, you have to understand that and internalize that before you're going to be successful in crypto. The only difference between a gambler and an investor is how big of a crybaby you are about it when you lose. The only difference between a gambler and an investor is how much of a bitch you are about it when you lose. That's how it is, chat. Dot says, bro, I'm new to meme coins. How much did you make last month? Is it still worth it? Brother, it is more worth it than ever. In a month. Talk about in a day, bro. Look at some of these numbers. Let me show you Sean's P&L that he posted today. Look at this. This was from today. Just today. Just today. Literally just this morning, by the way. Like 1 hour ago. Like, he's on Eastern Standard Time, so I guess around 2 p.m. his time. Or sorry, at 1 p.m. his time. At 1 p.m. his time, he made $18,000. $18,000 by 1 p.m. Isn't that insane? In one day, $18,000 by 1 p.m. Imagine waking up, going to your PC, sitting down, clicking a couple buttons, and making 18 racks by 1 p.m. Yes, it's still worth it. Do you prefer Axiom, Photon, or Terminal? None of the above. The answer is Boba. Boba.xyz/@YNOT. I just pinned it right down there in the chat. Boba.xyz/@YNOT. Such an incredible time in the market right now, honestly. I'm starting to get excited. I'm really starting to get excited. The beginning of the year was such a slog. From January through, honestly, June or through early July, the market was so miserable. But now things are starting to get interesting again. Any specific reason why I prefer Boba? It's got lower fees. It's got more blockchain supported. It's got better rewards. It's got AI integration. But the main reason why I use Boba is this tool over here on the left. It's the Flow tool. And we've just had so much success using this tool to find top quality new plays. Like, it's been uncanny how many successful runners we've been able to catch early with the Flow tool. Check out Blue Bunny. I'm literally already on it thanks to the Flow tool. But didn't it just hard rug from 30K to 10K? Let me put that 52-week high and low on here. There we go. Why is that even possible for meme coins? Okay. How come my candles aren't candles? There we go. There we go. Nice. Hello, Obama 2026. Is that like Obama, but they turned the B upside down? Yeah, we're locked in right now. Is it advisable to put a stop loss when trading meme coins? You know, different strokes for different folks, bro. I personally don't really trade with stop losses because I'm a savage. But it definitely makes sense for a lot of people. Thanks for the follow. Can you tell me where we can learn more about FOMO and meme coins? Yeah. So the only thing you need to learn about FOMO is don't use it. Like a lot of people, FOMO is their first introduction to crypto, and for a lot of you guys on TikTok, FOMO is your first introduction to crypto. Since when is your first introduction to something the best introduction to something? Like, think outside of crypto. Think about just in life. If you want to learn snowboarding, your beginner snowboard that you got when you were 6 years old is obviously not as good as a pro snowboard that you get as an adult, right? The same is true in crypto and in meme coin trading. FOMO is good for baby's first trading platform, but the sooner you learn that it's not the best, the better. But to answer your question, join the group that's down in the chat. It's totally free to join, always will be free to join, and it's beginner friendly. There's over 11,000 people in there. It's totally free, educational, onboarding. You just ask questions, they'll answer your questions in there. On YouTube, you can look up, there's a guy named Sajjad. He's a good guy. Watch my streams, watch Shon's streams, ask us questions in our chats. Look up the ultimate like one-stop shop guide if you don't want a video but you want to like sit down and read. Look this guy Spyzer, Spyzer. If you just look up Spyzer on X, you'll see it right here. A complete meme coin guide by Spyzer. This is a really, really nifty guide. I think it's like a couple hundred pages of information about meme coins. So yeah, read that. There's a lot of different places. Crypto rewards people that are high initiative with a bias towards action, that are problem solvers, and that are willing to put in the effort to get something done. So if your question is, how do I learn crypto? I turn that question right back to you. I don't know. How do you learn crypto? How do you learn anything, bro? You look up sources. You ask questions. You consult people that you know. You find communities of people that do the thing. You study people that are successful at the thing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, you got to take the initiative to figure it out. The one truth of crypto is nobody's ever going to spoon feed you the answer that makes you rich. Nobody's ever going to spoon feed you the answer that makes you rich. You will never make it by copy trading. The only way, there's a million ways to get rich in crypto, but the only way is your own way. There's a million ways to get rich in crypto, but you will never get rich from following someone else's way. Because you can't. The market's too dynamic. It's ever changing. You can't do the same thing that someone else does. You're never going to be in the same position as someone else. So, yeah. How long did it take you to become profitable when you started? Probably a couple months to like cultivate the sense, this kind of perception of coins, to be able to tell whether or not they would be profitable, like high potential coins. Cultivating that perception takes months. A lot of practice, a lot of trial and error, a lot of loss. Wow, Bunny just wicked like crazy. What? Yo, chat. The 50K wick. Oh my goodness. We got a runner. Are you guys on that one? That's crazy. We've got a runner. Thoughts on Clip? The fuck is Clip? My bad. Let me do this. Oh fuck. This is my second month. So far it's mid, I guess. A very big win and a lot of small losses. That's super normal, bro. Super normal. Again, like, focusing on knowledge is going to get you a lot further than focusing on getting money. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've seen people that are further along in the journey than you, people that say that they've been trading for months or years and that they haven't been profitable the entire time, and then one day it just clicks. One day it just clicks, and then they're running up a bag. I can't tell you the amount of times I've heard people say that they've made back every single penny that they've lost in their learning journey once they hit a windfall in their trading journey. It's a really rewarding feeling. It's not supposed to be easy. It's really not supposed to be easy. Like any good thing in life, it's not supposed to be easy. But crypto especially, it's literally making the ability to make a lot of money from anywhere in the world just from having an internet connection. That is hard. It's really hard. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. It's probably one of the most worth it skills you could have, period, in your life. Like, it's, I like to say, the most rewarding way to spend your free time. When you unlock crypto, like once you become good enough that you can be consistently profitable in this industry, you unlock the world. Crypto is truly international. It truly exists without borders, or like you suddenly you can live anywhere. You can make money anywhere. You can, if you want, and many people I know do this, perpetually be on vacation. You could live in a different place every 3 months. I can't tell you how many people I know in crypto that do this, that just get an Airbnb for 3 months, 4 months, 3 months. They're in Thailand. They're in Mexico. They're in Brazil. They're in Dubai. They're in Europe, Italy, France, UK, back to the US. They're in San Francisco. They're in Miami. They're in New York. They are wherever they want to be, whenever they want to be. And they can make money from anywhere in the world. That is just an insane, like, the end game is so powerful. Why wouldn't you want to struggle? Why wouldn't you want to put in the time, effort, and learning that it takes to get there? The end game is literal financial freedom. And it's not just finance, it's freedom. Arrow321 says they're on the run. Yeah, or Defo321 says they're on the run. Yeah, low key they are. But that's another cool thing about crypto is you can be on the run. You could live your whole life on the run. If you're under persecution, you just go somewhere else. It's crypto, bro. You can do it anywhere in the world, on both sides of what's it called? Like sanctions. Like, oh, I'm under persecution from the U.S. Well, I guess I live in Russia now. You know, or, oh man, now Russia doesn't like me. Well, I guess I live in North Korea. Bro, you could do crypto anywhere. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You could do it from any non-extradition country in the world. You could do crypto from. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. Sivu says, I keep finding runners, man. Should I just buy without thinking? Yes. Yes. Now you're starting to get it. The best crypto traders are people that buy without thinking. You don't have to think. Once you've thought, you've already lost. You've overthought. You're putting more effort into this than anybody else is. You just ate. Look at this bunny. This bunny just teleported to 80,000 market cap. Do you think I thought that it, like, did I even care? Like, no, it doesn't, bro. You just bid. You just bid. Side face emoji says, I just 2x'd my balance on Bunny. I'm so happy. Nice. I'm happy for you too. Welcome to the club. Let's get a W in the chat for the 2x on Bunny. Crazy God candle right there. Let's get a W in the chat. Again, we pulled this up on Flow all the way down at 11,000 market cap. Now it's up past 60,000. Clean little 6 times right there. And again, this is what crypto is all about. What other industry on the planet can you get a 10x on your money in less than 10 minutes without even paying attention, without even caring? Like, you literally just twap it in, 10x your money. Imagine you live in Thailand right now. In Thailand, to get a full, like, nice-ass meal, like dead-ass, like multiple appetizers and entrees and drinks and everything, costs maybe $15. Imagine you sit down for your meal in Thailand right now. You open up your Boba app. You open up the Flow tool. You see this bunny coin. You throw $1 in. Suddenly it hits a 10x. Boom, you just paid for your lunch. Only in crypto. Only in crypto. Sivu says, I needed this type of motivation. Been losing today and almost thought of quitting. You know who's got a great redemption arc is Rasmer. Rasmer on his he's on a bit of a publicity tour right now, coming off his World Series of Poker Solana event win, and he's definitely taking the inch and getting a mile. But he was on the FaZe Banks and Ansem show, whatever it's called, Market Talk or whatever, and he said a couple months ago, like literally 3 months ago, Rasmer was canceled. Like he was canceled. Like people, I forgot what he did, but he was canceled. Like people didn't like him. They didn't fuck with him. He was getting a lot of flack on the timeline. He was under a lot of scrutiny, and people were really shitting on him. In those 3 months, he was feeling down bad. He said he lost his appetite, and he took advice from FaZe Banks. FaZe Banks, obviously no stranger to controversy, told him, look, bro, when you're feeling this down bad, when you're under the scrutiny, is when you got to double down. It's when you got to lock in harder. It's when you got to make it count. Rasmer was down bad. He was down bad. He was feeling terrible. He felt like quitting. He felt like giving up, but he doubled down. He locked in. Now, just 3 months later, he wins the $100,000 Solana World Series of Poker event. He gets a $50,000 prize. He hits a six-figure trade victory on the timeline. He's up over almost $500,000 in less than a month. It took him 3 months of locking in from his lowest moment. From his lowest moment, 3 months of locking in, he made $500,000 in a month. Lock in. You only lose when you give up. You only lose when you quit. Joseph says, damn, G, how many accounts you got? 3 right now. I have a question. Do you recommend any meme coins? No, I don't recommend any meme coins. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I have a question for you, bro. Do you have a brain inside of your skull? Do you have free will and free thought? Can you think for yourself? If the answer to all of these questions is yes, then never ask that question again. $80,000 right there. Wait. What? Wait. Oh, this is a different coin. I was like, wait. I was like, wait, what? For a second, I thought Bunny just hard rugged. Okay. Bet. Nah, it's 80,000 on the top right here. Brand new all-time high on this wick. Nah, because it's like, I think about buying the coin, and before I even click buy, it's already up 3x. Yeah. That's because a bunch of big dick chads didn't even think. They just bid. Hey, why not? What do you think of Mini Moo? I think it sounds like one of the dumbest names I've ever heard in my entire life. Probably a garbage coin. Oh no, Mimi Moo. Somehow that's even worse. Mimi Moo. Brother, what the fuck is this, bro? Literally, what the fuck is this, bro? Mimi Moo. Yeah, I understand it's Mimi Moo, but what is Mimi Moo? Mimi Moo, bro. Are you like a girl in middle school? Like, isn't this Hello Kitty? I am so confused. Why are you, as a grown adult male human being, buying this coin, bro? Honestly, I'm going to put you on a watch list, bro. The fact that you even know what this is disturbing to me. The fuck is this, man? Are you serious? You're buying this? Man, get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, bro. The fuck is this, man? Now, everybody that bought this, man, what the fuck is with you guys? Oh, there you are. Never mind. I found a photo of you guys. Happy Friday, RGB. We are locked in the trenches. Let's go and find some gems. You know, another day, another dollar. TGIF, chat. Happy weekend. Weekend is a perfect time to jump into the trenches, get your toes dipped in. Now, the markets are bad on the weekends. Volume's low. Rug pulls are more likely, but learning is just as good. You can learn a lot on a weekend. Data center. Sure, let's look at data center. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. Man, this coin fucking sucks, bro. Why is this shit at 15K market cap? I thought you were showing me a coin that was actually worth investing in. This is some hot garbage. Yeah, send this shit straight to zero, bro. This shit is garbage. Is scalping a good beginner strat? Not. I mean, like, yes, but no. Like, definitionally, in order to scalp, wouldn't you have to know what you're doing? Like, if you're a beginner, you don't know what you're doing, you can't scalp. Like, I feel like in order to scalp, you have to have like a sense of like where supports and resistances are, and like chart momentum, and like you have to kind of know like where to bid and where to sell, right? So how are you going to scalp if you're a beginner? Let's look at this. 115K at the top, bottomed out at 49. Now it's at 71. Everybody's suddenly talking about Morrow. Morrow. Pull it up right here. 50K on Morrow. Everybody's talking about it. It's got a black and white sketch profile picture. 60,000 market cap, up 10,000 since we pulled it up. A ton of volume, as you can see from the buy orders. It's moving so fast the chart won't even load. Pull up a 5-second chart here and zoom in. See what's going on under the hood. Good to see you, Nigel. Welcome. Pleasure to have you on the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Why do people always talk about a coin after it's mooned already? Because they're beginners. Beginners, they have a hard time understanding that because it's already up, that it's pretty much done. They still have the correlation of green is good, red is bad. Like, they look at this and they're like, wow, buy this. Look at how fast it went up. Instead of us who see this and they were like, oh, avoid this. Look at how fast it went up. How much do you make in a good month trading meme coins? Best single month of trading that I've probably done probably wasn't even that good. Like, single month was probably like 150K or something. Yeah. Not, which is like fine, but it's not actually that good. Compare that to the highest amount that I've ever spent on DoorDash in a month, and the numbers start to look a little scary. It's good to see you, Bailey. Welcome. $150K ain't good. That's insane. Yeah, but that was like, for one, that was like 5 years ago now. For two, that was like in a totally different market cycle on different blockchains. And that was like two of those, like at that time I had made like the best day in that month, one of my best days of trading ever. And I remember this moment so fondly. Was I was going to the movie with my girl. Man, I've told this story before, but I'll just tell it again quickly. I was going to the movie with my girl. I saw these two new coins that had launched, and it's funny because I have all my friends in this group chat that were there on this day that remember this. But I saw these two coins launch, and I was like, fuck it, let me just bid. It was trading on Binance Smart Chain at the time. BNB was worth about 200 or 300 bucks. I twapped the BNB into both of the coins, right? Maybe one or two beans. It was like between $400 to $600 that I had entered on both of these coins. Both of these coins were under 30,000 market cap. I had put like 400 bucks into one at 20K and 500 bucks into one at like 25 or something, right? Then I went to the movies with my girl. And we were in Hollywood, and we were like on Melrose. And for those of you who know, there's like nice stores there. That's like where Supreme and Rick Owens and all this shit is. We go to the movie, and I'm not even looking at my portfolio. Like, I don't give a fuck. I told myself I'm going to buy these two coins, and I'm not even going to care until I come back, right? So I buy the coin. I go to the movies. We finish the movie. I check my portfolio. I had made $15,000 on one coin and $23,000 on the other coin. So damn near 40,000 in less than 3 hours off coins that I bought literally while I was at the movies. Like, I was at the movies. So basically what had happened was I had gotten like a 1 and a 2% top wallet in both of these coins, and I had just not paid attention, and people CTO'd it and ran it up to multi-million, right? And the one coin was at like, both of them were pushing over $10 million market cap. So I was like, fuck, like, I was with my girl. We had just got out the movie. I was like, you want to go shopping? And we just walked into these stores and we started getting shit. Like, we got matching pants that we still have, and like all these clothes that we just started buying, expensive ass clothes, like fresh new season just dropped. And I just was like, get whatever you want. And we went and we walked through and we grabbed whatever we want. It was like a couple shirts, a couple pants, a jacket, some shoes. And I didn't even look. I didn't even look at the price. Like I just paid. I was like, and I felt like such a G. It was like the first time in my life that I've been able to do that. But I was like, look, I made 40 racks in a day. Like, I don't care what it costs. But yeah. Another funny moment, just stories that are like this, like bullish stories that might motivate you to get interested in crypto. I was with my little cousin who's was much younger than me at the time. I don't even think he was in high school yet. And I was showing him my portfolio. I had a couple $100,000 in it. And he was like, why do you have so much money in here? Like, isn't the number, like, can't the number go down? And I was like, the number can go down, but the number can also go up, right? And so I was like, to prove it to him, and this was in a Telegram bot. It was in Bonk bot. So you have to click the refresh button to see your portfolio balance refresh. And so I had it there, and it was like a couple hundred racks. I clicked the refresh button, and in that time that it took for me to refresh, it had gone up like $8,000 or something. My cousin's face was just like it just blew his mind, like that. Within literally 10 minutes, we were just sitting there having that conversation. I click refresh and made 8 racks. Like, these are the market conditions that we are going towards. Like, that was back in 2024. These are the market conditions that we are going towards. Crazy. What the fuck is this? Yo! What? Who fucking did this? Are you serious? You turned me into a rabbi? Oh my fucking... You know what? I ain't even mad. Like, fuck it. Like, you know what? Maybe I'll just... Man, you guys are something else. You guys are something else. Man. Okay, I really got to go now. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. Hit that follow button if you guys don't follow me already. Join that Discord if you're not in there already. You guys do not want to miss this out. We've got something really special going on in the Discord right now. I can't talk about it on the stream because they'll ban me, but trust me, there's something really special going on in there right now. You guys are not going to want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. I appreciate you guys. If you don't follow me, you're not going to make it. Hit that follow button right now. Join that Discord right now. And, you know, meme coins are so back. Like, seriously, if you can hear my voice right now and you know nothing about meme coins, if you can hear my voice right now and you do not know how to make money in meme coins, this is your sign to start learning. This is your sign to start learning. If you can hear me right now, this is your sign to start learning. Hit that follow button on me. Join that group down there in the chat. And I'll see you guys. I'll be back in about an hour and a half. I'll be back in an hour and a half. Any advice for a beginner? Tons. Join that Discord, hit that follow button, and I'll see you in an hour and a half. Take care till then, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Fuck FOMO. All my homies hate FOMO. Shout out to Pump Fun. Use the Pump Fun mobile app. Shout out to Boba, boba.xyz/@YNOT. And Soul Pump actually got a new game today, everybody. Soul Pump got a new game today, Mines. Make sure you're on Soul Pump under code RAP, R-A-P, and go check out that new Minds. Anyway, see you later, guys. It's been a joy.